When you're at a Christmas party and somebody says, hey, play us a song, what song are you gonna play? Do you even know? Are you ready for that? Because now is the time to make sure that you know some Christmas songs for all the Christmas parties that you're gonna probably be going to in the next few weeks. At least hopefully. Hopefully you're not like me and just stay home most of the time. But that is a real problem. I mean, what are you gonna do when people want to hear Christmas music and you haven't taken the time to do it? Because here's the thing, the Christmas albums that are coming out right now were recorded back in June. Now, if you've not been preparing for Christmas since June, like most bands do when they record a Christmas record, now is the time to get on it. I'm gonna show you my secret weapon that I use when it's time for Christmas music. Now, here are some key things that you want to keep in mind when it comes to learning Christmas songs. One, you have to learn songs that people know, that people are going to enjoy listening and singing along to, because hopefully you're playing songs that people are going to want to sing along with. Sometimes this rules out some of my favorite Christmas music because the stuff that I like is a little bit more alternative Christmas stuff. I love Reliant K's Christmas album, Bare Naked Ladies Christmas album, but not everybody knows all that stuff. And so you have to know some of the classics that everybody understands. Stuff like Jingle Bells so that the kids can sing along. Stuff like Feliz Navidad. Stuff like Sleigh Ride, Walking in a Winter Wonderland, Frosty the Snowman, all that different stuff. Because here's the thing, those are the songs that people already know and they're gonna be able to sing along with you as you play them. So either now you can hop on the internet and start searching up all these different songs, or you can do what has worked for me for years. And it's even worked with students. We've had student bands who go out and gig during Christmas time and they play company parties and church parties and private parties and different stuff like that. And we have to learn a lot of Christmas music in a really short window. We have to start working on Christmas music like in September, right? But the easiest way for us to do that, rather than going through and like mapping out every part for every instrument and making sure that everything is accurate for all the different guitar tabs and the drum tab and all that stuff, there's a much easier, much simpler way that even if right now you're not ready for Christmas, you can still get going. Hey, would you mind throwing it down for me? Here it is, right here. This is my secret. This is my secret weapon. This is a book called a fake book. And a fake book is really great because it's a songbook, but it's not super duper detailed. In just a second, we're gonna open this up and we'll look at a few songs. I'm gonna show you how you can use this. But if you're not ready for Christmas yet, get your hands on a fake book because I keep this around. We've used this with students. You can see I've still got my markers for songs that we've done with student bands and stuff. And it's super handy because it has tons of songs. This has over 270 songs in them. I'm gonna be straight up with you. I don't know most of the songs in here. There are so many Christmas songs that I have no idea what they are. And there are Christmas songs that I love that aren't in here, like You'll Shoot Your Eye Out by Fall Out Boy, right? But this is going to help you cover all the classics so that when you get asked to play at a company party or a family party or a church party or something like that, this is really going to help you out. So let's dive into it. And I'm going to change the camera around so that you can see what the heck I'm looking at when I see this. Okay, so check this out. This is the fake book, okay? And so I've got this opened up here so that you can see Jingle Bells. And this way you can kind of see a little bit of what this is going to be like when you get one of these and you open it up so that you can go through it. What it has is it has the title of the song and it has the key, the time signature, and look right here, this is what you have to pay attention to. These are the chords as you go through the song about what chord you're playing when. Right? Okay, so for example, with Jingle Bells right here, okay, what you would do is the first thing that you need to keep in mind is one, you need to have an idea of what the heck the song is. You have to have an idea of the melody unless you're really good at sight reading. Now, the other thing that you want to keep in mind is right here. See that little C right here? This C with a line, a vertical line through it means that we're going to do this in cut time, which means basically, we're treating this as if it were 4/4 time. Look, we got 4 quarter notes, just like we would it in 4/4 time, but we're gonna be doing it extra fast. So we're gonna be treating it like it's 2/2 time. But understanding this cut time, or if it doesn't have the line through it and it's just a C like that, that means common time, which is 4/4. 4 time. And then that's going to help you know how many beats you're going to play a chord for each measure. Because if you see this G over the first measure here for dashing through the snow right there, right? So we have that G for that first measure. And what that tells us is we're going to play G for 4 beats right there. And then for the next measure, because there's not a new chord, I'm going to play it for 4 more beats. And then 4 more beats for the third measure. And then finally in the fourth measure, we have a C above that measure. And that's where we'll change chords. This is very simple because all this has is it has the lyrics to the song. It has the melody to the song in the notation. And then the chords written above it. So the most important things for you are going to be the time signature and the chords. That's it. Now, after that, it's up to you to use a strum pattern that'll fit that time or a finger picking pattern or something like that so that you can play this in a company. So for example, what we would do here is we could take this G and we could go dashing through the snow on one horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. And so you go through and this just guides you through the entire song. But that's how this is going to work for you. This is like your cheat sheet. And look at that. That's only half the page. I mean, there's a whole other song that takes up the other page here. But that's it. That's how you get through the song. And you can use this so that you can learn lots of songs really quick. Now let's look at another one really quick. This is Happy Christmas, War is Over by John Lennon, right? And one key thing that I wanted to point out here is this sometimes acts as a guide because most of the time these chords aren't just for guitar. These are for piano as well, because since they've got just the melody written out, if you're playing piano, you can use the chords too, but the chords aren't always super accurate. Like they have an A add 9 here. I'd rather play that as a sus4 on a guitar, right? And then a sus2 and then A, right? And so this will at least get you started so that you can figure out the correct chords. For example, in the third measure here, you know, B minor 7 to E7 to B minor 7 to E13, right? I would rather play that as an E sus4 to an E and then an E add 9 and then back to a standard E chord and then back to my A, right? Rather than having to change back and forth between B and E chords. So this will at least get you started and get you going in the right direction. But there's a ton of great songs in here, and we've used these, like I said, for our student band. So I've got these marked. So we've got Jingle Bells and stuff like that. But check this out. We've also got, you know, Let It Snow. We've got Joy to the World. There's all sorts of songs, and there's songs in here I've never heard, like Share Love. I've never heard of that. Silver Bells. Yes, I know that song, right? So you check this out, Frosty the Snowman. That's a great one for kids, right? Oh, here we go. This is the one we need right here. Feliz Navidad, right? So it actually starts right here on the bottom of this page, and then it finishes up here, right? But this is a great song. I'd never played this until a couple years ago in Texas. We got invited, at a church Christmas party, they asked me to play some songs, and I was like, I've never played this. And I literally just played this with the kids, all the primary kids. They just came up and sat around me, and we just, we just went through and played this, and it was a heck of a lot of fun. So this is a super easy, super fun song. E minor 7, A7, D, E minor 6, you can just play E minor 7 there, A7, D. It's super straightforward. And then you got G, A7, D. But this is great because I never played this before, but I could open up the book and I have the basis of the chords. Some of them I skip, like sometimes, like for example, up here, E minor to A7 to D, I would just be playing G and then change to A and then D, right? And it makes life easy. And then right here where I have that D chord and then a G and then D again, I would actually just do a G on my high first string, which turns it into a D sus4, right? And so there's little tricks like that, but this at least gives you somewhere to start. But there's a ton of really great, really easy songs that you can start, and a bunch that I don't know You know, that's the cool thing about it, is if you get a request from somebody, you can at least open it up, and if you know the tune, you can figure it out. Now check this out. You can even do All I Want for Christmas Is You, right? So if you're sick of Mariah Carey singing this, you can do it yourself. And it's actually a fun one that a lot of people know. So there's your challenge. Go play All I Want for Christmas Is You. Okay, so I hope that's really handy for you. This really is my secret weapon during Christmas time, because I don't spend a ton of time getting a bunch of Christmas stuff ready usually, but this is super handy when there's a party and people are like, hey, play some Christmas songs. We can pull this out. We can whip it open, start taking requests. And all you have to know, like I said, is you have to know a little bit of how the tune goes so that you can get your timing down. But if you pay attention to what chord is being played and the time signature, that'll help you pick what strum pattern you're going to do, or what finger picking pattern or flat picking pattern you're going to play. And that'll make your life a whole lot easier. So I will put a link for this at Amazon down in the description below. It is an affiliate link, so I get a little tiny, I think they'll give me like a quarterback on this. If you don't buy it through my affiliate link, that's totally cool too. Just go get a fake book for Christmas. In fact, I remember when I was a kid and I would go to the library all the time, they would have these at my public library. So you could go just check one out at your library too even. But go ahead and get a fake book and start looking through these songs and building up your Christmas set list. And then the good news is next year when Christmas rolls around, because it's going to roll around again, you'll already have a head start, because you will have at least a few songs that you can get going on. So here's what you need to do right now. Get a fake book. Either get one off of Amazon or go to a local music store, see if they have any, or go to your public library and get one. 2, decide on 3 to 5 Christmas songs that you want to learn to play for parties and stuff, and be really good about that. Think about the songs that people know, that people are going to recognize. Because, for example, I could go play You'll Shoot Your Eye Out by Fall Out Boy, which is one of my favorite Christmas songs. It's kind of a bitter, angry Christmas breakup song. I love it, but if I go play that for a bunch of people at a party, nobody else knows it because I'm a nerd like that. So pick 3 to 5 songs that people are actually gonna know and learn those songs, and then go play them with people at a party. Sing along. Don't be afraid to just sing out and have fun with them, okay? Now, if you want to get started with some Christmas music before you get a fake book, go check out my video right here that I just did on how to play Silent Night. It gives you 4 levels, taking it from all the way from just being the melody to being a really cool solo guitar arrangement, and you'll be able to play that for people and have people sing Silent Night with you, and that will at least get you started. So go check out how to play Silent Night, and I will catch you over in that video.